The confirmed number of coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 1,038,092. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 14,384. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 5,558, with total confirmed deaths at 121. We anticipate those numbers to change as the county updates its last 24-hour operating period. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Ben McCain. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, January 21st. Just hours after President Joe Biden's inauguration, he finalized 17 executive orders, memorandums, and directives to agencies to undo some of former President Donald Trump's policies, starting with the reversal of a travel ban targeting 7 Muslim-majority countries, along with halting funds for the construction of Trump's border wall, implementing a mask mandate on federal property, increasing support for underserved communities, and rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement. The Biden administration will also re-engage with the World Health Organization, opting into a multilateral effort to distribute vaccines around the world. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the government's top infectious disease expert, will lead the U.S. delegation. Today, as President Biden begins his first full day in office, he says he plans to focus on COVID-19 strategy with 10 executive actions, steps that his advisors say will start to boost testing, vaccination supplies, and treatments. President Biden promised 100 million vaccinations in his first 100 days. He's also pushing Congress for another $1.9 trillion in relief, a package that would include direct payments to Americans, support for small businesses, and a huge boost in funding to stop the spread of the coronavirus. One of the orders also directs agencies to use the Defense Production Act to address critical shortfalls in 12 categories of things needed for testing, treating, and vaccinating people for COVID-19, along with PPEs, test supplies, and kits, lab analysis machines, and other materials. The president will also send a memo to direct FEMA to fully reimburse states for vaccination and testing supplies and for the cost of National Guard deployments associated with the pandemic. Other orders include offering more guidance to schools reopening, direct the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, to provide guidance for workplaces and establish a COVID-19 equity task force. Well, soon after Vice President Kamala Harris took her oath of office at the Capitol, she delivered the oath of office to new Democratic Senators Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock from Georgia and Senator Alex Padilla from California. Senator Padilla is making history as the first Latino to represent California in the U.S. Senate. He is the former California Secretary of State and son of Mexican immigrants who fills the seat vacated by Harris. Senator Padilla tweeted on Wednesday, "As I traveled to Washington from Los Angeles, I thought about my parents and the sacrifices they made to secure the American dream for their son. I promise to work tirelessly in the Senate so that every Californian has a shot at achieving their own American dream." Padilla took his oath of office on his mother's Bible, and his wife and children watched virtually from home. The three Democrats join a Senate narrowly split 50-50 between the parties, but giving Democrats the majority, with Harris able to cast the tie-breaking vote. A new face emerges from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention today as the newest director begins her post. Dr. Rochelle Walensky is the 19th director to take the helm at the CDC. She was selected by President Biden to lead the agency back in December. She comes to the CDC from Massachusetts General Hospital, where she served as chief of the Division of Infectious Diseases from 2017 to 2020, along with Harvard Medical School, where she served as professor of medicine from 2012 to 2020. She is an influential scholar whose pioneering research helped advance the national and global response to HIV/AIDS. She's also a well-respected expert on the value of testing and treatment of deadly viruses. In one of her first orders, she announced, with Biden's support, that she would extend the existing moratorium on residential evictions, ordering a temporary halt until at least March 31st. She stated the COVID-19 pandemic has presented a historic threat to our nation's health. it has also triggered a housing affordability crisis that disproportionately affects some communities. We must act to get cases down and keep people in their homes and out of congregate settings like shelters where COVID-19 can take an even stronger foothold. The CDC anticipates up to 508,000 coronavirus-related deaths could be reported by February 13th if COVID-19 continues to spread in America at the current pace. The U.S. Labor Department released its weekly report today showing that while fewer Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week, it's still a historically high level. At a historically high level, the government says that 5.1 million Americans are continuing to receive jobless benefits, down from 5.2 million in the previous week. Now, this could mean that fewer people who are out of work are finding jobs. State unemployment claims fell by 26,000, bringing the total to 900,000 for the week ending on January 16th. Economists say one factor that likely increased jobless claims in the past 2 weeks is a governmental financial and aid package that was signed into law late December, providing a $300 a week federal unemployment benefit on top of regular state jobless aid. The new benefits run through mid-March. Experts say retail sales have fallen for 3 straight months. Restrictions on bars and restaurants and lack of travel have led to sharp spending cutbacks. Economists say growth is expected to happen in the second half of the year as more vaccines are distributed and the economy begins to reopen. Officials from the California Department of Public Health announced that healthcare providers can resume using a batch of the Moderna vaccines that were put on hold this week. The state's epidemiologist, Dr. Erica Pan, urged providers to immediately begin administering vaccine lot number 41L20A, which had caused less than 10 people to have an allergic reaction at a San Diego vaccination site needing medical attention. But after a safety review and consultation with Moderna and local and federal health agencies, the state found no scientific basis for concern to continue the pause. This frees up nearly 300,000 doses to counties, cities, and hospitals who are in short supply. Dr. Pan says these findings should give Californians confidence that vaccines are safe and effective and that there are systems put in place to ensure vaccine safety is rigorous and science-based. Los Angeles County residents 65 and older will be able to get their coronavirus vaccinations beginning today. LA County officials announced sign-ups were available beginning Tuesday, earlier this week as the system was overwhelmed and shut down for a few hours after its launch. Public health officials warned that the supply is extremely limited and to continue to check back online for appointment openings. Dr. Barbara Ferrer, the county's public health director, said vaccinations are dependent on the number of doses they receive each week. She says 4 million doses of the vaccine are needed to serve the nearly 1.4 million seniors 65 and older and up to 800,000 eligible healthcare workers, but so far only 850,000 doses have been delivered. 5 vaccination super sites have been up and running since Tuesday, along with the one opened at Dodger Stadium last week, distributing vaccines to healthcare workers and those who live or work at nursing homes. Now those without internet access can call 833-540-0473 between 8 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. 7 days a week. You can also go online to the reservation system at vaccinatelacounty.com. You can also check out the state's website, vaccinatec.com. Once you're there, click on Southern California. There you'll find more than 35 locations in LA County that are offering the COVID-19 vaccine, from local pharmacies to medical centers. Well, a new COVID strain of COVID-19 is fueling the spike in coronavirus cases in Southern California. According to the new research from Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, a new local variant called Cal-20C is yet another mutation of COVID-19. And like the other variants that have been detected in California, it's found to be highly contagious. Analysis did not show whether the strain was more deadly than the current form of the coronavirus. According to experts at Cedars, the recent surge in COVID-19 positive cases in Southern California coincides with the emergence of Cal-20C, and now the new strain is being found in more than 1/3 of COVID-19 cases in Los Angeles, and doctors suspect it may soon account for up to half of the state's cases. After months of rolling over the Powerball jackpot, a winner was finally announced. According to lottery officials, the $731 million winning ticket was sold in Maryland and is the fourth largest jackpot in Powerball history. The single ticket sold matched all 6 numbers on Wednesday night's drawing. The winning numbers were 53, 60, 40, 68, 69, and the Powerball number 22. Now, 12 tickets matched all 5 white balls, but missed the matching red Powerball, which is still valued at $1 million each. 2 were sold in California, in Woodland Hills and Redlands, 2 in Georgia, 2 in Illinois, 1 in Maine, Michigan, New Jersey, and Oregon, and another ticket in Maryland that matched the first 5 numbers and doubled the prize to $2 million because the ticket included the power play option for just an additional $1 when purchasing the ticket. Now, there's still another opportunity tomorrow night to take part in another historic jackpot. The Mega Millions prize, which now stands at $970 million, will be up for grabs in Friday night's drawing. No one had won either jackpot since mid-September, allowing the prize to grow for months. Powerball and Mega Millions are both played in 45 states, as well as Washington, D.C. and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Torrance students are encouraged to participate in this year's Visions of Unity contest, as the deadline was recently extended. This year's contest categories include essay, poetry, short story, painting, drawing, and computer art sculpture. Now, in its 22nd year, the contest encourages Torrance youth to reflect on their role in resolving critical community issues, to artistically express their unique ideas and ideals in a way that touches people, and it also encourages teens and young adults to take initiative to promote unity among diverse groups within their community. The Visions of Unity contest was inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose birthday is near the contest deadline every year. This is open to all high school students in Torrance. Go to visionsofunity.com to learn how you can enter. A Torrance resident made it on the classic game show Wheel of Fortune this week. Matt Risk, a 4th grade teacher at Chadwick School in Palos Verdes, went home the big winner of the night. He competed against 2 other Southern California contestants, Ty King and Jane Strand. While he didn't win the bonus round, he did walk away with more than $18,000 in cash and some great prizes. Fans of Risk posted on Chadwick's social media page cheering on their teacher for the big win. Congratulations! After closing for a week due to a recent COVID exposure, the Victor E. Benstead Plunge reopened their doors, inviting guests back to the public pool today. City staff was made aware of the potential exposure a week ago impacting the Plunge and followed in the Los Angeles County Public Health Department's protocols for reviewing potential close contact. While no public close contact exposure was identified, out of an abundance of caution, the pool and facility underwent a deep cleaning. The guests were able to enjoy the pool with the return of normal operating hours. Well, as we head into the weekend, be sure to tune in to Weekends in Torrance. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, as many shift gears and work remotely, Christine Lee shares valuable insight and tips on how to create a workable space right here in your own home. Then on Saturday, if you're interested in booking the Torrance Cultural Arts for an event later this year, we'll give you a tour of the facilities available to rent on site and the deep cleaning involved to ensure clients are offered the safety spaces to hold their most cherished events. Plus, learn more about the city's longest tenured city manager, Leroy Jackson, as he begins his next chapter into retirement. Hear from longtime colleagues and friends who share never-seen-before pictures and stories. Great guy. Hope he enjoys his retirement. These stories and much more, be sure to tune in this weekend at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Verizon Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share stories from our community, feel-good pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. Torrance first responders acted swiftly recently when a woman in a car parked in front of City Hall was ready to deliver her baby. The mom-to-be, Evelyn, was able to deliver her baby boy, Emilio, safely and then rushed to a local hospital thanks to the Torrance Fire Department. Mother and baby are healthy and doing well and back at home now. She shared this picture of her baby boy and thanked staff for their swift actions. What a great happy ending and a great show of how our first responders truly care for every member of our community. Now, if you have a great story, photo, or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 Today. We'll see you right back here on Monday as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.